Hey guys, it's Melissa. I have something that I've been wanting to talk to you about for a few days, and so I thought I would do a little video. I've heard from a few of you that you have been frustrated because you had set goals for yourself that aren't happening. They're not happening in the time frame that you had hoped that they would happen. And so you're getting discouraged and frustrated. And I've even heard a few of you say that you're embarrassed because you feel like you have put these goals out there and they're not happening. And so what are people thinking of you not reaching these goals? And it made me think of yoga. So for those of you who don't know me, I love yoga. I practice yoga regularly. I have for about a year and a half. And when I first started yoga a year and a half ago, I was a little overweight and I wanted to lose 30 pounds. That's what I was hoping. And 6 months in, I had not lost any pounds, not even one. And I also have had a goal with yoga to be able to hold a handstand for 1 minute. And I can hold a handstand sometimes for about 15 seconds. So I'm not very close. And what I was thinking today is that I could have easily been frustrated with neither of those goals being met. But what happened instead is that I had all sorts of other things that happened. Sorry, I have like a piece of hair in my face and I can't find it. Anyways, so I didn't lose any weight for the first 6 months, but I lost like 40 inches. And I can't hold a handstand for a minute, but I have learned how to do a forearm stand where you are on your arms like this on the ground, and I can hold those for quite some time. And I can hold a headstand for like 5 minutes. And so what I am thinking is that with goals sometimes is that they can be defeating when we don't meet them. They can be good. They can encourage us and keep us working. But if we're not careful, we might miss the other things that are actually happening, even if our actual goal has not happened. So even though did not lose any weight in the first 6 months, I lost a lot of inches. So that was huge. But if I would only was focused on the weight aspect, like if I never had measured myself, if I only weighed myself on the scale, I could have been really defeated. Even though my clothes would have been fitting better, I might have missed that just because the goal that I was working for had not been accomplished. Same with my handstands. Like I work all the time on my handstands. Like I feel like I spend half of my practice just kicking up into handstands. And it would be really easy to be frustrated that I'm not holding them, especially because some of my yoga friends have started holding handstands for a minute and we've been practicing for a similar amount of time. And so it could have been really easy for me to be defeated that I'm like, well, why are they able to do this and I'm not, even though I am putting in just as much time and effort, maybe even more, because I get a little obsessed sometimes with it. But it doesn't matter because I'm still learning. I'm holding them longer than I was a year ago. A year and a half ago when I first started, I could hardly kick up into a handstand. So the fact that I get any hang time is huge. And like I said, there's other things, my forearm stands and my headstands that I never even expected. Well, and that parallel might seem silly to you, but it really reminds me of It Works because we might go into this thinking, this is how much money I want to make in this amount of time. We can work and work and work, but there are also things that we can't necessarily make happen. We can say, I want to sign 10 distributors this month, but if you can't find 10 people who are excited and committed to this, well, you're not going to sign them. Like you have to, it's not all up to you. There's other people involved that need to say yes. And so although it's not a bad thing to say, I want to get to emerald or diamond or double diamond or whatever by this time frame, we need to be really careful that we don't let it completely prevent us from seeing all the amazing things that have actually happened that maybe we weren't anticipating. Maybe you started using products and your skin is clear for the first time in your life, or maybe you started using our products and you have lost weight, or you are healthy in a way that you've never been. You have energy in a way that you never had. I understand that that is not money and it is not a rank, but it doesn't mean that that is not amazing. It may be something you weren't expecting. I know for me, I did not expect at all to make any friends. Like relationships was not even on my radar when I joined It Works. And I just had a friend over today who has known me for like 12 years. And she said, I cannot believe how many people comment on your posts on Facebook. And I have no idea who any of them are. And she goes, and it's obvious that these women love you and that you have an amazing relationship. And I was like, it's true. I have made some of the most amazing friends through this business. And to be honest with you, if I was still at the very first square that I started when I started in December, I would still be doing this because of because of these friendships. And so goals are not a bad thing, but I think sometimes when we have this huge goal that requires other people to say yes in order for that goal to happen, that maybe if you find that you are that person who, when that goal doesn't happen, you are really defeated and you're really disappointed in yourself and you're embarrassed, I want to encourage you maybe to not set those kind of goals, set other kind of goals. Like, okay, I can sell 1 wrap a week. You can talk to everyone you know until you sell 1 wrap a week, or 1 wrap a day, or 2 wraps a week, or whatever that goal is feasible for you. Maybe take on smaller goals, because what's going to happen is that by selling 1 or 2 or 3 wraps a week, by wrapping a few people a week, those people are going to turn into loyal customers and distributors. And before you know it, this huge goal you had is going to be happening because of the smaller goals that you put into place. And I know that you guys make small goals to get there, but I think sometimes we only look at the big goal, and that is how we measure everything. So if you are finding that you're in a place where you are feeling defeated or frustrated or disappointed in yourself, I really want to encourage you to sit down in the next day or two and write out a list of unexpected things that happened because of being a part of this business. That maybe you haven't even really noticed. Oh my gosh, my hair is driving me crazy. It's in my face. Sorry. Maybe you haven't even noticed because you have been so focused on the goal that you had wanted that hasn't yet happened. Anyways, I pray for you guys so much, and I know that it is hard when you want to get somewhere and maybe the person next to you is getting there faster than you. But you need to remember that this is a long-term investment of your time and energy. This is not a get-rich quick thing. Some people promote really fast, and some people promote really fast and then fall. You know, that is not necessarily a better place to be than not promoting fast at all. And but this is something that requires you to think long-term. And if you're committed to this for a long period of time, like I always say, I'm a lifer. Like, this is something I will always do. I am committed to this for life. And that might sound dramatic and a really long time to somebody, but I think that is what helps me through the times that are slow, you know, because we're going to have ups and downs. And I think that is what helps me not be defeated when I don't get to the goal. I had hoped that I'd be triple diamond by the end of the year, and I do not imagine that's going to happen. But someday I will be triple diamond, and it might be a year from now or 2 years from now. It might be 3 months from now. I don't know. I think I know I will be presidential someday, and I will be ambassador someday, even if it takes me 10 years to get there. And there are other people who've gotten to presidential and ambassador within a year. And I'm just going to be so grateful for these products that I'm using along the way and these friendships that I had along the way, that even if it takes me crazy amount of time to get to these goals that I want, it'll be okay. So I'm praying for you. I hope that you can let go and not be disappointed in yourself, because you all work so hard, and I'm really proud of you.